because well, the percentage that goes to the farmer is 40% of the 4% for mainly for cane development. The farmer also gets 5% in terms of their activities within the industry. There's also 15% that goes into research, which will then go back, be pumped back to the farmer. So on a percentage, you see 60% is directly benefiting the farmer. And then the rest goes to the miller. You need a factory where the farmer can supply. So there's 15% that goes into factory rehabilitation. For the roads, if you currently go to the sugar industry, you would find that we have a lot of challenges, particularly with the roads. Ever since this levy was removed, the counties have not been able to step in to make these roads. And you know, when you have access, if when the farmers are able to send their produce to their market, then it means things will go well. And you know, with if this infrastructure is sorted, it means it will also lower down the cost of production. So there are benefits which will now bring the price of sugar down. So there's that effect.
Maybe apart from
Continuous sensitization. In our interaction since this act was passed, we've been interacting with the farmers on a regular basis. We normally advertise when we have these activities, on when we have concerns. We also have our regular newsletters informing the farmers on what we are doing. We have an app also called Miwabora that has any information regarding the sugar industry.
maybe lastly from me.
Have the farmer and we have the factory. The law does not recognize any middlemen. And if there are any middlemen, then that is a personal decision by the farmer. But normally, in our engagements, even the contracts are between the farmer and the mill. So we don't have people in between. And if they are there, those activities are illegal.
Thank you. Very well.
Of the 50 million. So this money is supposed to develop the sector. The law has provided its usage. For the 4%, 40% goes to farmers to develop cane. So they get in form of a subsidized loan. 15% goes to research. 15% goes to infrastructure development within the sugar growing areas. We have 10% remaining for the administration of Kenya Sugar Board. We also have some percentage that would go into the farmer organization to support their activities. And with that, this money is supposed to be pumped into the industry so that the industry can grow. The industry has a lot of potential. If these factories were to run effectively, it means we are able to produce about 1.5 million tons of sugar. And our consumption is on the range of about 1 million. So if we are able to collect this levy and pump it to the industry, it means the country should be able to sustain itself in terms of sugar, and we shall have some surplus that will be exported.
Maybe just for confirmation, the proposed 4%.
Solution, because of course you realize that some farmers have not been able, since its removal in 2016, some farmers we have a lot of potential land, but people are unable to access loan facilities because currently even the loan facilities that are given by the banks are too expensive. So with that, then it means the farmer is able to get a subsidized loan to be able to grow cane so that we are able to sustain these mills that have capacities that can meet our demands.
Who is the main beneficiary of this?
That there is an excise duty that is paid on imports, 7 shillings and 50 cents per kg. So there is no advantage in importation. Regarding industrial sugar, these are very special sugars that are used by manufacturers for their processes to make medicine, juices, special products, other special drug products that need white refined sugar. As a country, currently we don't have a refinery to make those special sugars. So we normally rely on imports coming in from COMESA and those also outside COMESA. But all the same, as a country, there is one of the sugar mills locally one of the local mills called Kibos Sugar, who have put up a refinery that is able to process 150,000 metric tons of sugar per year. And of course, for them to do that, they require certain approvals to be able to bring in raw sugar for refining. So this is the mill is already there, and they've obtained the necessary approval. So they're actually at the tail end of the process where we expect them to to start refining, so that at least we can also have our local companies, or rather the local companies that rely on these sugars, procuring the same from a company that is in Kenya. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
So we proposed 4%, both locally produced, and 4% one. But there is no difference.
No.
You know, it's not easy to import. What we are saying, we are growing the sector because, like what the CEO has said, once the sector grows, importation will just die naturally. So that is what we are doing. And we are moving very fast towards self-sufficient. Perhaps in the next 1 year, we will not hear a single grain. Yeah, allow me to ask the CEO.